So joining me now to dig into some more of the legal aspects of this case, of this trial, is Richard Schoenstein, trial attorney and legal analyst. Richard, great to see you again. All right, so we heard right there from Brian. Boone has now gone through at least 8 different lawyers. Is this a potential attempt to delay? What is going on here?
Well, it could be an attempt to delay Nichole, or maybe she just can't get along with anybody. You know, a lot of clients want a lawyer with a snotty attitude. Sometimes that serves their purposes, but she has a different complaint about 8 different lawyers. It seems like the problem is probably with the client, not with the lawyer when you get to number 8. I don't know if she's doing that purposefully to delay or not, but her right to counsel is not indefinite. She can't just throw away every lawyer and never go to trial.
That's what I wanted to ask you next. I mean, is she likely to get a 9th? And is there a point where she cannot continue to cycle through her representation?
Yeah, that point's probably at the discretion of the trial judge at this point, who's going to look at the information I'm sure that this defendant has provided. I mean, maybe there is a meritorious reason she's not getting along with this lawyer. Maybe a new lawyer should be provided. But at some point, the trial judge has to say, enough is enough. Your choice is either use this lawyer we are providing for you, not at your cost, or defend the case pro se, which you can do if you are fundamentally unable to get along with any lawyer.
So, Richard, based on the details that have already come out, and of course I'm thinking about that video. We just heard a piece of it there during Brian's report. The video is really hard to listen to. It's really hard to watch because we know how it ends. What is going to be the biggest hurdle for her defense?
Well, that video is the biggest hurdle for the defense. The guy's locked in a suitcase. He's pleading with her and she's taunting him. And the only thing that mitigates it at all is that she's obviously drunk. Now, that's not a defense to committing a crime. That's not a defense to intent. But the jury might take it into consideration when they're trying to figure out the level of her culpability. She says she was playing a game. That video does not sound like any game I've ever heard anyone play.
So, Richard, what about for the prosecution? What do you think will be the biggest hurdle for prosecutors?
I think proving intent. I think, she's apparently going to put on a defense based on some abuse by the decedent towards her. She wants to argue some version of a battered spouse defense. That may be problematic for the prosecution if they can build up sympathy for her, if the defense can do that and give the jury some reason not to want to punish her. That would be the prosecution's biggest concern.
Last question for you. Do you think this trial actually begins October 7th as it is currently scheduled?
No, because it's June 7th and they're going to have to get another lawyer. And a judge typically won't make a lawyer go to trial like this in 4 months. So maybe, but I would say no.
All right. Well, we will see what happens. We're following it all. Trial attorney Richard Schoenstein, thank you for your time.
Great to see you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.